Mo, 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 mo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lead Podcast. I am your host, Ivy Corona. And with me, I have...
Erika Tarango.
Yay!
Applause.
We look a little different today. Bone's not here. Erika's stepping in, helping us out. Yvonne wasn't able to today, but she'll be on the next one for sure. So thank you, Erika, for stepping in and not leaving me hanging. Not that Yvonne is.
No,
but
of course.
I don't want to be by myself.
She never would. Like, what do we say?
Yeah. So
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. And I know we've talked about Erika before in the other podcast. So she's we're a little trio. It's Erika, me, and Yvonne. So I'm happy to have you on and talk about a little bit about you and our friendship. So Yvonne and I talked about how long we've been friends, which is the same amount of time, 13 years.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Going on 13.
That's crazy.
It doesn't feel like 13. I think we were talking about that. Like 13 years is such a, I think it's such an accomplishment in any kind of relationship, let alone a friendship.
Yeah. And then what I was going to tell you was that you're not a childhood friendship, but it almost feels like it.
Yeah.
Because we were in our early 20s and we were growing up.
We were literally kids still.
Yeah, we were still kids. We were still growing up, figuring things out, living with our parents or not. And like, I remember I was living here for a bit and I wasn't.
Yeah.
So now, 13 years later, we're all professionals and married and kids and life.
Yeah, like we've had some crazy twists and turns in between. And I think through it all, the more we think about it, the more we talk about it, we realize that I think it's God who's really gotten through us, gotten us through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our friendship has... Well, I don't think it has gone through the fire. I wouldn't say. Would you?
I wouldn't say fire. Maybe a little flooding.
Yeah.
But
not
we were
like
swimming.
bad.
We were swimming, you know? So I think we swam through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had some bumps.
Yeah.
I don't think anything super major.
No.
Thank God. But I think also we have similar personalities in that way that we kind of just work through it together. Yeah. Even if it takes time.
Yeah. And it's funny because last time I was like, all my friends are introverts, and I'm the only extrovert.
She's referring to me.
No, everybody. Yvonne's the only other
Yvonne
extrovert.
Is the only, yeah.
But she's now more of like an introverted extrovert.
Yeah.
You know, de repente you'll see her little bon come out.
Yeah.
And then she like reels it in.
That's true. She like catches herself.
Yeah. And I'm like, girl. But I think it's because we're like older, so you're like trying to figure out, wait, what? Okay, like that was like a little,
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe we've all matured in different ways. And so, and I think maybe as you get older, you have little bits of fear in you too.
Yeah.
Because the way that we were maybe didn't feel safe at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for her, but I know that I've definitely changed as far as like personality wise, and we'll get into the career stuff and what that all looked like and how it's impacted my life. But I guess we just keep living and growing and learning, and we become different because of the experiences that we have.
And I always, what you said about like we've changed because we're older now. I'm like, I don't know that I've changed. Do you think you've changed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I've changed, maybe not personality-wise, but like in the way that I see the world is very different.
Okay.
It's very different. And I'll share more about that when we get into like the meat and potatoes. But I do. I think I've changed in that sense where I'm more maybe observant or hypervigilant than I've been before.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I know last time Yvonne and I shared that we're going to start off the podcast with a quote. And so yesterday I was talking to my friend Chad. And he gave me a quote. And I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Not the chat.
Chad.
Oh, Chad.
The same person.
Dang it.
But I was like, oh, it'll be perfect because I'm going to talk to my therapist friend. So it's beautiful. Nothing is a coincidence. So, okay, this is the quote. I'm going to read you out the quote and then tell me what you think, what comes to mind. The quote says, or I'm quoting Chad, I guess. It says, faith can support healing, but your brain and body still need real processing.
Whoa.
I told you he's good.
Dang. I hate to say it, but that's so true.
Yeah.
Guys, as a practicing professional therapist, social worker, person,
Professional.
and human being who has gone through that, it's so true. There's a book. There's a book written by a psychiatrist. Forgot his name, but it's a very famous book. And it's called The Body Keeps a Score. And it talks about how we store trauma in our bodies and how through different therapy you can release that from your own body. You don't realize it. You just think, dang man, like my shoulder hurts or my stomach hurts, my back hurts. I need Bonnie.
Yeah.
To release this tension. My hips are tight or whatever it might be. And God created us in a way and he gave us a way, right? And so through like diet and exercise, professionals like Bonnie, you know, they can help you release that. And it's like on a chemical level.
Isn't that crazy?
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
So yes, I believe wholeheartedly in that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One Chad. 1 point Chad.
Yeah. 0.5. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, same. Faith can support healing, but your brain and body still need real processing.
They do.
When I read that, I was kind of like choked up a little bit. I was like, wait, because kind of like tying it back to the last podcast that Bon and I were talking about, how like family culture and Mexican culture is like very, oh, don't talk about it, whatever. Just go to God and pray about it. God is good and God is great.
All
and
the
God
time.
can help you heal and go through these things, but there's also professionals like Erika and psychiatrists and all those things that help you process that, because as a kid or when that happened to you, you were surviving. Oh, and 100%. You didn't allow yourself to feel those things because you couldn't. You had to survive. You had
or
to keep
you don't
going.
Even know how.
That
when you're a kid, how do you process something so heavy?
Yeah.
How do you make sense of that in your head?
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
An adult should be guiding you through it. Yeah. But, you know, even us, I would say growing up, like our generation, we weren't taught emotional regulation.
No.
We weren't taught it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
You know, even as girls.
Yeah.
Even as girls.
Don't be a baby,
we were
cry.
taught like, cry in the bathroom and then
keep
come
it to
out
yourself. Yeah.
And you're okay. You're strong. Yeah. Powder your little face.
Yeah.
And get back to it.
Yeah.
The world goes around. And it does. You know, I'll say that. It does go around still. But man, that's really, that has a lot of power. Yeah. And I like it specifically because it creates that separation between the body's experience and the mind's experience, because it's different. And so, yeah.
That's something that I'm learning.
That's interesting.
That's hard.
Oh, it's
because
so hard.
As a kid, and I feel like as an adult, like you don't know how to process what you're feeling, because I think we're all traumatized in some way or another.
I agree.
So then as you get older, you're like facing the reality of what happened and how do you deal with that? Like, wait, so that was real?
Right?
Like, how?
Have you had that moment where you're thinking about, why am I like this? Why do I react in certain ways to specific situations?
Yeah.
And then you have like a moment where you're like, did I really go through that, or was that a dream?
Not the dream part, but the other part, yes.
But like, is it real?
Yeah.
You know? Because it was so crazy that maybe it felt unreal, or like an out-of-body experience, or maybe something you observed on TV, and you have to kind of like question your own reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess where I was going with that is like, sometimes our body, our mind is such a powerful thing, and it tries to protect us. And in order to protect us, it blocks certain memories and represses them to the back very like filing cabinets that have dust on them.
Yeah.
That nobody
In the
looks
dark
at or
room.
opens. Yeah, I have
With
like
that
that
light that's
episode of
that
SpongeBob.
I remember it.
He's looking through all the filing cabinets like, where's the memory? That's kind of how it is. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's interesting. And then the body slowly catches up afterward.
That's
Because your
hard.
body takes the impact.
That like is
Physically
so weird
takes
to
the
me.
impact. Even if it's not like related, like a physical trauma, right? Like
Yeah.
a car accident.
Like it literally takes it
It
in.
literally takes the first blow of everything we go through.
Because you either clench or you tighten up something.
Right.
Or like, I was hearing that you have
That's right.
here at the jaw, there's something there. And then your tummy, when you go through stuff, you can either like put your hand over your heart and then rub it.
Yeah.
Or do that on your belly too.
Yes.
And the frog pose, have you heard of that one? I'm sure.
I don't think so.
So it's like you're on all fours pretty much, but your knees, you're like pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
So you're opened up and it hurts, especially if you're not stretched, if you're not like flexible. But I'm like, is it because I'm not flexible or because I'm holding trauma?
Probably both.
And then people say that they cry when they do those.
Yeah.
Like, I want to experience that.
The release.
I want to release, but then I'm also like, I've talked to you about it before where I just don't know how to allow myself there. So maybe I will release without crying. Is that a thing?
Yes. Release. Okay. Well, you release in different ways. You know, like, okay, I'll share with you an experience that I had the last time I saw our girl Gina.
Okay. We have people. You guys remember Bonnie?
Bonnie, she's our masseuse. Gina is our facial / masseuse. She does gua sha and all that.
Oh, she's great.
She's amazing. I know. I can't wait to see her on Tuesday. But I had a huge release with Gina.
Wow.
She always works on my back. She cups my back and then she does like massages to, you know, move the whatever fluids around. She knows what she's doing.
And that's a facial.
Yeah, that's a facial.
Like with your facial, you
neck
get that.
and back, and yeah, it's a whole experience.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
I need to go.
And I feel great every time I go. But this last time specifically was so amazing because for the first time ever, she released the knots on my right side in my shoulder.
Wow.
So for the first time ever that I've been massaged, I felt it and I don't want to say I heard it. That sounds dramatic.
No, but you feel like a pop.
I felt it pop.
Yeah.
And then she went back over it like that with her thumb. Nothing. I was like, did you just... Like, whoa. It felt...
I'm going to add that to our list of Erika moments. We need to have an episode with Yvonne about our Erika moments.
Look, that made me cry. There's my other release.
Just remembering it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, mercy. Okay.
Your eyes cry for everything, though.
I know. Soy llorona. Even when I'm happy. These girls, they got no self-control. But yeah. So that was a release for me.
Did you cry?
Years, dude.
Wow.
Years of these knots being there. And I've been seeing Bonnie for a couple years, Gina since like 2021.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've been seeing them for a few months.
Yeah.
This is years.
Do you think you mentally were ready to release that? And that's why?
Maybe.
Does that exist, that connection?
I wonder. I feel like mind-body connection is really strong.
Isn't that crazy?
But maybe... And I've been incorporating other things into my life too, you know. So I've been doing like Pilates and a lot of stretching.
And they say that's really good for mind and body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I know maybe it might be a little controversial, but I've even done yoga. Yeah. Like hot yoga and stuff. And I feel like the spiritual part of it, like obviously I'm connecting with my God, you know, so I don't do like the meditation and stuff. I'm more like thinking like I'm praying. Yeah. But it's so relaxing. It really is. And I think it's helped regulate my nervous system a little bit better just because the work that I do is really hard. Yeah. And so I need to find a way to come down from it. Yeah. And like put it away for the night.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a little bit of what we're going to talk about. So it's perfect that we're just naturally doing it. But before we get into the meat and potatoes, like you said,
yes,
I do want to just give you guys a little background of La Licenciada Erika Tarango. I don't know the code. I don't know the code or the words in Spanish, but La Licenciada, she's a licensed master's of social work. So LMSW.
That's me. Yay.
So I'm so excited to have a friend that's a therapist. I haven't called you yet because I wanted to tell you that I'm going to bug you before I do it.
Please.
Instead of chat. But
please. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, after this we're going to have a little sesh because I need to release some stuff.
Yes.
Or Erica's very good at like, so you'll kind of see our dynamic a little bit. Yvonne is the glitter, the sugar, the all that. And then I'm just like, okay, dude, get over it. Like very straight to the point. And then Erica's a blend. She's a blend of both. She'll tell you things like nicely, sweetly put together, but she's not going to sugarcoat it too much either.
I really believe in the sandwich method.
Which is that?
So you start with the bread. It's kind of fluffy, you know, doesn't have a lot of flavor. And then you add all the stuff in between, which might be like the difficult stuff, like X, Y, and Z, you know, like this is why I was mad. And then you finish it with the other layer of bread that's a little more bland. And then it kind of encapsulates everything together, you know?
Okay. Okay. Never heard of that. So
maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
But I think you're a good, I think it's funny because we're different, but we have a lot of similarities.
We do.
When we're all in the room, there's things that we all relate to.
Oh, for sure.
But then we all kind of can, I think you and I are more of the checkers than Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yvonne will just be like, she's the cheerleader.
Oh, for sure.
And I love that. So
I do.
If you want a hype person, like no matter what you do, she's on your side.
Oh, she will be on your side. Like
you killed somebody, she's a friend that would be like, okay, well, you know, he probably.
So what are we gonna do?
You know what she is? She is chat.
No,
because ChatGPT is always on your side, no matter what. It will always hype you up. He
probably deserved it. He probably hurt you.
You know, you did nothing wrong. You know, you were putting up with this. Or
Thank you for trusting me with this information.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways. But she is chat. I'm gonna call her chat from now on.
Like, hey,
bon
chat.
Chat bon.
Yeah, I like that. I like bon chat.
Bon chat.
It sounds like French or something.
Okay, we're gonna call her that.
Okay.
She won't know until she watches it, and if she doesn't watch it, then she'll never know, and that's what she gets for not watching her
That's
own.
your problem, sis.
On that. But okay. So yes, Erika is a licensed therapist, right?
Yes,
also,
yes.
So social worker therapist.
Yes.
And I guess real fast we can just talk about how we met and your point of view. So what was, if you remember, because that was a long time ago. I'm trying to remember too.
Rewind.
So what was your point of view when you first met me, and like, I don't even know, like, what's your perspective of like when you met me? What did you think, and how our friendship started?
The very first time I met you was at Lalo's graduation.
Okay.
We all ended up being there. It's so funny.
Thank you, Lalo.
Thanks, Lalo. We love you. My first impression, I think, more than anything, was like, dang, that girl is hyper.
I thought you were going to say hot.
I got it.
Thanks.
I knew that, but what else?
No,
girl, I thought you were just so hyper.
Yeah.
And like, that's something that I caught on to very early on.
It's very loud.
Is like, you can't miss it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's like a yellow school bus. You just see it, you know?
Okay, so I'm a bus.
No.
All right. I was thinner before.
In like all the best ways. I meant more the color yellow, which is associated with happiness. But yes, I thought you were just like a very happy person, very bubbly, very energetic. And it caught my attention, caught my eye.
And I see, that's funny because I recall us meeting in a different way.
Oh?
So I don't know which one's first. So
okay.
when I first met you, we were at Marcy Park, and you know that little hallway before you go into the foyer, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And I vividly remember like the little pictures, and then you were there, and then I said hi to you, and I gave you a hug, and I was like, oh, she's so cute, and that's how I remember
Aw,
like
that's
meeting
sweet.
you.
That's super
So
sweet.
I don't know if it's Lalo's or that, because like you know how North Valley used to visit our church,
Yes.
your jóvenes and stuff.
Yes.
So that's how I remember meeting you.
Well, then we started hanging out because then I started kind of dating your best friend at that time. And then that's kind of how we started getting closer, because then we started hanging out.
Yeah, because him and I were always together.
And then you were with Jose. So we'd kind of do our like little double date thingy.
Oh my gosh, I got a memory. Too bad I didn't save it.
Oh my gosh.
We always say this, but I'm gonna make an Instagram of Lead Podcast and then put pictures of things we talk about.
Yeah.
And then I'll just be like, if you know, you know. Because like this is from episode blah blah blah.
Yes.
But I have pictures from one time we went as a group. I don't even know if you remember. We went to Pecos, and it was us, Jose, Edwin, Saul.
Literally, how can
Eddie?
I forget? Do you not remember going ice skating after?
Yeah. Yeah, but did you have a bad? Oh, you fell.
Girl. What do you mean? So if you want to know something about me, is that this is what she means by Erika moments. I have these moments of like embarrassing things.
Yeah.
Like it's real. I don't take
like
it as
blonde.
Embarrassment, but
like blonde moments.
It just happens to me.
Yeah.
Like they're not planned. They're not scripted.
It's not a skit.
It's not a skit. It's so genuine.
It's just me.
It's just me. So we went ice skating after Pecos.
Yeah.
I remember that. Didn't we want to go swimming or something? Or did we just decide ice skating?
Probably ice skating.
I remember there was a pool.
Swimming was brave. That would be brave.
That's true.
We were very bad with our acne.
Ew, we had just gone camping too.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we hung out. We were gross.
We didn't want to stop hanging out with the boys.
We were all excited, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All annoying.
Yep.
And so we went ice skating, and then I remember you and Jose were in front of me and him. I'll just say him.
Yeah.
And he was even a little in front of me because I was like struggle busing.
You were wearing a blue shirt with flowers.
You remember?
And your hair was in a ponytail.
Dang.
The picture.
Oh. I'm like, dang, I don't even remember what I was wearing.
But anyway. I remember the picture, the shirt.
I think I know what shirt it is now.
I
like that shirt a lot. Was it like a see-through one?
Yeah.
And a little blue tank underneath?
Yep.
Yeah. I know exactly which one. I was so sad when I had to get rid of that.
Aw.
But anyways, so yeah, I was skating behind a little bit. And then, I don't know, I think I just tried to catch up.
You sped up a little?
And I was like, shoo. And then next thing you know, I'm on the floor like a seal. It was embarrassing because they all turned around to like see where I was, and at that moment it's just like, woo!
I probably, because I'm a jerk, I was probably just laughing at you.
Yeah, and I think I said it too. I think
all those friends that just laugh and then ask, "Are you okay?"
Because it was really. I was laughing like it was really funny.
Oh man,
it was so dramatic. It was so dramatic.
It was so Erika.
It was very on brand, right?
Like, that's funny.
Very much on brand.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think about it often.
All I remember, because I saw the pictures, I was like, oh, my skin was so bad.
Girl.
Like, the acne was acneing.
But I appreciate that era of us because we were going through it together.
Yeah.
And I could talk to you about it because I never had none of my friends struggled like that.
Literally. It was so bad.
But now look at us. Like, we have pretty good skin considering how bad it was.
Yeah.
Like,
people don't believe me when I show them pictures. I'm like,
right, same. I look back at them and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, that was bad.
And Gina, we went to her because of the facials and the light therapy. That helped.
That's my girl.
Yeah. I didn't go to her for a long time, but then I every time I go, I'm like, this is why I like you.
Yes. And she was so nice about it.
Yeah, she's sweet.
She was so cool.
But
she is so cool.
And so we started being friends.
Yeah.
Either one of the stories, but that's our point of view.
Yeah.
So that's when it happened. And it was Lalo's graduation is like a timeline marker.
I think that was the first time I saw you.
Okay. And then I
kept encountering you afterward because of what you said. We would go to each other's churches. And
then it just happened.
It just happened.
At some point.
Like God just brought us together, I guess. Yeah. And then we never left.
Yeah, literally.
We just kind of stayed together.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And so with that, I've known you for so long. How long, when we met, was being a social worker something that you thought about already? Or like, how did that journey go into fruition now of you becoming a social worker and doing what you do?
That's a great question. I think around the time when you and I met, 2013, I'm very bad at years.
I know.
But I'll explain from before we met, when I graduated in 2011, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I graduated in 2011, I went to UNM for 2 years, and I thought I was going to be a teacher. I really wanted to be a teacher. I was like, I love working with kids. I want to work with families. I like helping people. Like, it sounded like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 things that I've always wanted to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it yet, but those are the 3 main things that I really loved. I love working with kids, love working with families, love helping people. So I needed to find something that was going to fit. Teaching, I did like 2 years, because the first 2 years are always like the prereqs and all that. Even in the prereqs, I just knew it wasn't for me. It didn't fit. I didn't like it. I dreaded every class. I couldn't learn how to teach math to others. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, obviously I know how to do math, guys. I didn't go to college without knowing math, right?
Yeah, obviously I'm not a titiri.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far either. I have my moments. But I mean, I couldn't even learn how to teach math to children. So I was like, I don't think this is it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to figure it out. And at that time also, like in my life, my personal life, this must have been right before I met you. We were going through some major family things. Like we experienced losing our house, for example.
Oh, yeah.
We experienced my dad being laid off from his job. And so we were going through a lot as a family. We were in like a very intense transitional period. It's crazy because now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, wow, that was a lot. That's a lot. But I could see God's hand through it too. So I took a year off to kind of reflect, stabilize more than anything else. I wasn't working.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, maybe I should find a job, save some money, figure out what I'm going to do next. So I took a year off and I said, I'm going to pray to God to show me the way. Like, what do you want me to do next? I'm not going to waste more time going to school, studying something that I don't even like.
Yeah.
But I know you have a plan for me. So I prayed about it for a year. And it wasn't until, I don't remember at what point in that year it was. It must have been like, I think it was in the springtime. I had to have been in the springtime. But I talked to my grandpa, who is a retired social worker, and he told me, why don't you try social work? Because I was explaining like what I want to do and what I love and, where my mind was at, but that I was feeling frustrated because I couldn't figure out what to do next. So he is actually the one, he's like, well, why don't you try social work? Explore it, look into it, see if you like it. And I did. So that's how I know it was in the spring, because in the following semester, I started at CNM in August.
Yeah.
And they had at that time a program called Children, Youth, and Families. And that was basically like the intro social work, right?
Oh, okay.
So they had an intro to social work class. Yes. And so once I took that class, I think was the point where I realized, like, I love this. Like, I could really see myself doing this. I don't remember.
Because I feel like you were
I need to line up the years.
I feel like maybe it was a couple years in.
I feel
like you were in a transition. Like, what do I do? Or not going to school, just working.
I think I met you like in that year that I took off.
Yeah.
And I was part-time working.
Yeah.
But we weren't close yet. But we were like here and there.
Yeah. something. Because I don't remember school being a thing.
Yeah, at that time, huh? I don't remember it being a thing either.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think I might have met you in that transitional period.
Yeah.
And then I started heavy duty going to school. So I did those first 2 years, took a year off. So that's already 3 years. And I'm starting to feel the pressure at this point because I'm like, dang, I'm going to get old and I'm not going to have a career. So I was like, all right, let me be graceful, right? Let me have a career by 30 at least and have my 20s to figure it out, which seems like a long time, but it
flies.
Oh, girl, it flew by.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then I went to CNM. I did that for 2 years, got my associates. And then I went to New Mexico Highlands, got my bachelor's. And then I took another year off. I was so burnt out. I was spent, like, so bad because I had to work full time. I had to go to school full time. Like, I was all over the place. So I was like, I think I need a year off to kind of recoup, and then I'll start my master's. And so I did that. Thank God I was living at home, so I didn't have to worry about mortgage or rent or utilities, whatever. Literally all I paid for was whatever I wanted, like as far as clothes or food or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I would pay for my own gas. And
your little Civic.
That, I know, it was cute, huh?
I remember it.
I miss it. We had a lot of good memories in that little car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that another time too. Yeah. I think I'm known for that Civic.
Yeah. You have that car
People forever. Remember it. I had it for like 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove that thing to death.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace wherever she's at.
She was a champ.
She was a super champ, and she was so easy to take care of.
And cheap.
Oh, super, super duper. And I liked it because I could park anywhere. That thing fit everywhere.
And like $20, it's full.
It was the best.
Yeah.
The best. And so at that time, in between, I took a year off. I was working like 10-hour days, 5 days a week to save because I was like, well, if I do my master's, I need to master the information, right?
Yeah.
Like after that, I'm going to be getting a license. And I took that very heavily. So I took that year off in between. I worked really hard. I saved all my money so that I could pay my tuition. And thankfully, I got a scholarship from for the first year's tuition for my master's.
Oh, good.
Which that alone, I think, was like $5,000.
Yeah, that's good.
Per semester. And so it was a huge help.
Yeah.
And so God provided all those little things. And even in between the programs that I would apply to, I'm a procrastinator. I'm so sorry. Like, Lord, forgive me. I try, but I'm such a procrastinator. So in between, when I would apply for the next program, obviously it was at the last minute. So obviously there I am, like stressing. Because mind you, when you're in a program that's very specific to your career, you only have classes available to you during certain semesters.
Yeah.
You have to follow the programming. So it's not like you could start in spring. You have to start in fall and move forward like that. Okay. So if I didn't get in the fall, I would have to apply next year.
Wow.
For whatever reason, that didn't motivate me. So
I didn't care.
I did not care. No. I don't know. I don't remember why I procrastinated so bad. I think it's just a bad habit of mine that I need to work on. But I applied for my bachelor's program like a week before it started.
Wow.
Not even before it was due.
Well, yours was at the top, so they're like...
Maybe. God's all, please give her a chance. I'm sorry she is the way she is, but she's
it wasn't
smart.
Close, so...
Yeah, literally. So the thing about that, people apply for these programs in like April.
Wow.
And May. That's when your application is due. And then they consider you for the program. 1 week before classes started, I was submitting my application like, please give me a chance. I'm so sorry. And God opened the door. Wow. And to me, that was a
sign.
Oh, huge, huge, huge sign. This is where I want you to be, and you're gonna be there.
Wow.
And
look at you. You're thriving. I feel like this is the perfect career for you.
I love it.
Yeah. And now that you became a
Love it.
therapist, I feel like that. I feel like you were supposed to be a therapist the whole time.
Aw.
And like social worker was just a
Yeah.
stepping stone to get there. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
And I know you're doing it like part-time type thing,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's your, and maybe it's okay that you're only doing a little bit so it's fun still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It breaks up the monotony for
Yeah.
sure. It's very interesting. So I just started doing substance abuse counseling.
That's hard.
It's so hard. It's so sad, actually. I've met a lot of really great people, but it's sad, like, because I mean, I've worked with families who struggle with substance use before. And so having like that kind of in my back pocket has been helpful to understand. But man, it's heartbreaking what drugs can do to a person.
And what made you go into that? Because I would never think that. I would
I
think
know.
like family therapy.
Funny you should say that, because when I graduated from my master's, they always ask you, you know,
What do you
like,
want to do?
what do you want to do with it? What are you going to do after graduation? You know, what are your plans? Blah, blah, blah. Well, one has always been to get my license. I feel like that's always been important to me.
Mm-hmm.
My next career goal is to get my clinical license, which is like an independent license.
Oh, so you can have clients on your own?
Yes. And I can bill
Like make your
insurance
own
directly.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Be your own like clinic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, what are you gonna call it? The IRC therapy. Imagine. IRC therapy.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Or maybe not therapy. What's another word? Like IRC.
No, maybe that could be part of my punchline, you know? Like, it'll be like, I don't know, something soothing. And then the punchline will be,
let's get the IRC out.
Yeah! Yeah! Sorry for yelling. That was exciting.
Let's get the IRC out. Hey,
to
that
get
can
the
go,
IRC out.
And it has like funny little things.
Yeah.
Like get the IRC out or get the IRC out.
Comma, out.
Comma, pause. Oh man, that'd be okay.
I like that. Yeah.
Let's write that down.
So how did I get to substance use counseling?
Yeah, that's so like, for me, it seems like it's so random.
It really is. And I never set out to do that. And I always, in fact, said I wouldn't do that.
That's hard.
Just because it's hard. It's a really tough field. Right now in New Mexico, there's a big push for substance use help in general. Like, there's a lot of programs. There's a lot of grants you can get for your programs too. So it's a big thing. There's a lot of availability out there. When I graduated, I had every intention of working with families. I do love working with families. I miss it all the time. I still get to kind of work with families indirectly, but more so with the kids.
Yeah.
That's where my focus is right now. And I do very, very little work with their parents. But I have a goal, which is to buy a house. And so I was like, well, on my current salary, like I could do it, but I need a little boost, you know? Like I need a little money. And
for what
so
you envision.
For what I envision, you know, to bump up my savings and just to be able to pay off debts and stuff like that. So I wasn't looking for anything super time consuming. So I did meet a few people of other agencies where they're like doing home visitation or court guardianship or different things like that. But it was going to require a lot of reports, which are extremely time consuming and they're long.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you can make pretty good money doing that.
Okay.
But so maybe in the future, like down the line, if I needed to do that, I could do that.
And then just work from home.
Make my own schedule.
That'd be beautiful.
Good stuff. For now, I do the substance use counseling on the side. And so I work with clients who are it's a voluntary program. So they admit themselves into these programs.
And that's huge.
Sometimes they come from jail and it's like a condition of their release, but a lot of them are there because they want help.
And that's good.
So that's like a really beautiful thing. Imagine.
Well, just from what we know, like people don't want to go.
Right.
And also, how can you? Like I'm addicted to sweets.
Yeah.
Sweets. How can you stop doing a drug that's hardcore when it literally changes your brain chemistry?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
I don't know. I think it's near impossible.
Yeah. It definitely feels like it. A lot of people report like it feels like they're literally dying when they're having withdrawals, and they shake, they sweat. It's excruciating.
I don't think I could go through that. I think if I were to become an addict, I would stay an addict.
That's why a lot of people do, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's easier.
Oh, yeah.
And your body needs it. And then your body comes to need more of it. That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
So when you get clean and you relapse, that's when a lot of overdoses happen.
Because you do what you were doing before.
And your body just doesn't have that tolerance anymore.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So you got a soft spot for that.
I always have.
Yeah.
I've had I've lost a lot of family members to alcohol abuse.
Oh.
And even overdose.
Oh, wow.
And so I've always had a soft spot for it. And I think that's why I never saw myself doing that specific kind of counseling.
Oh, okay.
Or working with that population. But now that I have the privilege to, it's kind of funny how it happened, because as I was saying, I was just looking for a little side gig. I was trying to save money and, get a house and all that. So I was like, well, I'm really open to anything. I have a lot of experience working with kids, so maybe I want to have some experience working with adults. I wasn't very specific on what kind of thing I was trying to set out to do. I just wanted something that will work with my schedule, because I travel a lot too.
Yeah, that's true.
So it has to be something that can align with what I do. And it did. Thankfully, I'm able to have sessions on my off days. So it works out. Or not my off days, but my non-travel days.
Yeah.
And so I do that during the week, and then I keep my weekends sacred. No work on the weekends. I just try to get everything done Monday through Friday as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that I can be with family, friends, church, all those things.
Sorry, I hope this is a Sunday. Hope it's not work.
Oh, no, this is fun. This is fun. Definitely not work. But yeah, so I envision myself in the future continuing to work with families. The work that I do right now, I think in our state in general, we just have such an issue with the substance use.
Yeah.
And it trickles into our families and kids.
Yep.
And so, we've even encountered kids who are addicted.
Yeah.
There's programs that are being developed as we speak to serve that population of youth who are addicted to very hardcore drugs.
That's so sad.
It's so sad. And
I'm just thinking, you're addicted to drugs, and that makes you crazy, for lack of a better word. That just makes you think and feel and all these things. And then you're going through puberty at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And also you're just growing up, learning new things. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Well, adolescence is hard as it is, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And to add that on top of it all.
And then on top of that, everything that comes with, meaning I'm sure those kids are being neglected.
Yeah.
Abused. That's too much.
It's a lot.
It's hard enough being alive in this world.
Oh, yeah.
And going through adolescence.
For sure.
And then even just, let's say they're fine, but then their parents have an abusive home. That's hard. And then you're going through it too?
Yeah.
Gosh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. And I really believe that it's part of the enemy's ploy.
I think so
he
too.
wants to steal, kill, and destroy.
As soon as possible.
And in any way possible, Diley. He is attacking people through substance use, through mental health. When people literally lose their minds and their consciousness, and they are so erratic and out of control of themselves. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
In different ways. And I was listening to, on the way over here, I was listening to a podcast about the Sabbath school lesson. And the lady who wrote our lesson for this 13 weeks, she was commenting and saying, that's what he wants. He wants to keep your mind occupied any way he can. Because people often say, we have this concept of God and who he is to us, and that the devil wants to distort that. But Not even that. Like, he doesn't even have to do that because he keeps us so busy.
And since you're a
where
kid,
we don't even have time to think about it.
Yep. And look I always say that, so I'm glad you brought that up, because I always tell Jose, I'm like, look at there. Have you used the Yoga app?
I have it, but I haven't used it.
So we started using that when I was pregnant.
Yes.
For like everything, lotions and anything, because I was pregnant and I wanted to make sure
to be careful.
Yeah, that I wasn't giving my baby toxins, even with your lotion. I didn't know that was a thing. So whatever. So I've learned a lot in this past 3 years. And I was like, you scan Gerber, you scan like these baby products that you trust, because Johnson & Johnson, like the little soaps and all that. You're like, okay, why would they be putting anything?
Yeah.
Girl, there's zeros.
Oh, no.
There's zeros. So I'm super picky with the snacks that I give Noah, and sometimes I get the little side eye, but I'm like, girl, go scan it on Yucca. Or like, it's so bad. And I'm like, Satan has been wanting to get our children as soon as with this is like a hot take, but like with vaccines and everything in the food. Today, so even when I was a kid, the hot Cheetos we ate when they first came out in 4th grade, when I was like in 4th grade,
Cheetos.
They're not the same hot Cheetos that they are today.
For sure.
So it's like, oh, I've been eating that since I was a kid. No, baby. They're so different. McDonald's fries are not the same as they are today.
Right.
They have so much crap.
Yeah.
There's so much junk.
I know.
So it's not the same. And it's like Satan has been slowly but surely, and I feel like this past couple years has been fast.
Yeah.
But trying to get our children, since they're very little, to be foggy, to have ADHD, to have all these things. And just how many kids do we see on their phones? Yeah. And they're just like, and then you take it away, and then what do? Tantrum. They lose it. They become
little demons.
Yeah. Because they need it. Yeah. It's like the drug thing. Yeah, because it is stimulating too often. So our 90s cartoons are better than the high stimulation cartoons now.
Show them some Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Or old version of SpongeBob.
Yeah. Classics. Or I like the
Cat Dog.
I didn't like that one.
Were you a Nickelodeon girl or a Disney girl?
I think I was more Disney.
Okay, I liked both.
But I watched a little bit of both. Did
you like Lizzie McGuire?
I watched it.
I was obsessed with it.
But I never became obsessed with anything. Okay. Like that. But what's that show with the dragon? Dragon Tales. Da, 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 da.
I know. Remember? Yes, I do. On PBS Kids. Yeah.
So I was poor.
I like Dragon Tales. So I used to really like Arthur.
I didn't like that. Or, anyways, we're going off topic.
Oh yeah. So, anyways.
Anyway, that's the first one that I remember. What were we saying?
What were we saying, girl? How did we get here? Okay. Oh, so we were talking about substance use counseling.
Wow. Children. And
I was saying, yes, that I believe it is very much a spiritual attack. Yep. And God is going to fight for us. Amen. Of course, like he always does. He has the power and the ability. And, what's cool about the program that that my clients are in is that they're allowed to explore their faith and their spirituality. Oh, wow. So, like, I've had clients who are Christian and they believe in God and they go to church. And they're starting to read their Bibles or whatever. So I make it very known to them, like, I'm open to that. You can bring that to your session, like whatever you're reading. I mean, not to have like a Bible study, right? Because that's not, tie it to the emotional. Yeah. Peace is my role. But, I want to hear what they're learning and I want them to process what they're learning so they can internalize that and take that with them because it gives them strength. And we know that God's word gives them strength. Yeah. The same way it gives us strength. Yeah. And people who have faith, I think, are more likely to heal.
Amen. I think so too.
Because it's a spiritual and chemical thing when you pray. Yeah. And when you give things to God. It is.
Yeah. And when you are like grateful. Yeah. Science has proven that it's good to have like even a journal of gratitude. Yeah. Things that you're grateful for, because a lot of times we just focus on the negative.
That's right.
And that's all we'll see. That's all you see if you just focus on the negative. Dang, I like that you said that. That's true.
And it comes back to the brain fog too, because I don't know if you've experienced it. I know I've experienced it where I'm just in such a bad negative headspace and I can't think outside of that.
Yeah.
And so when it's written down on paper, it becomes like concrete.
Yeah.
And it could be used for different purposes. We encourage our clients all the time, our kids, to journal, write it down, get it down on paper, get it out of your head.
Yeah.
Get it out of your head. And, that's part of processing.
Oh, wow. As a kid, I did that a lot. I have
You did. You've shown me your journal.
Yeah. And I'm kind of sad because
I think it's
my
cool.
journals, and I had I had heart surgery. It wasn't like open heart surgery, but I had heart surgery in ninth grade. And my friends got me a bunch of like this thick of just cards. And I had them in a backpack, and my mother-in-law had left it outside. And I was supposed to go pick it up. It rained.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I hate it here sometimes. It never rains here, guys. We're in New Mexico. Like,
drought.
We're literally in a drought. But the one time that you really need it not to rain, it rains.
And I was like,
I hate
why
that.
did you leave it outside? Because that was like my...
How could she have known, girl?
Yeah. That was
You know that when it's cloudy here, that does not mean rain.
Yeah.
It just means clouds.
And so I was like, darn it, they're like stuck to each other, but I refused to throw them away. Because I remember,
I would keep them.
I felt so loved that my friends did that for me.
That's beautiful.
And they stole them, but we were kids.
You know what? Dumb. When you know better, you do better. Exactly. And when you don't, you don't. Yep. You just don't.
And then I have like journals, like those, what are they called? Those compositional books?
Yeah.
I would just get a bunch of those and I would write. And I would write everything. And I didn't know it because nobody told me to do it. Mm. I just always liked writing. Yeah. And I used to write poems and make up my own and look for them. So it's funny. Actually, that's so funny that Yvonne and I were like, let's do a quote, because I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, I used to write not knowing, but I would feel better.
I love it.
And as an adult, I remember it's like, I don't remember when and where, but I think it was like a therapy thing. And it's like, get it out of here. Oh, it was about like anxiety. Like I have to do blah, 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 blah. It's like, put it on paper so that you give your brain space to think about how you're going to do it instead of just like what I need to do. Sure. So write it down and then have some storage.
Yes. Well, it's also part of what's called compartmentalization. So sometimes, something, this happens at work for me. Sometimes something really sad or scary or something that makes me feel very strongly, I can't address it at that moment.
Okay.
So I have to zip it, lock it, stick it in my pocket and do it later. And so I have it's kind of a joke, but it's actually reality, is like I have my quarterly cry.
Dude, I don't think men will ever understand this.
I literally have to schedule time to have a quarterly cry. And yes, it is funny. It's so funny.
Sometimes you just want to be sad.
Just let me be sad.
And cry. I just need to cry it out.
Yeah.
Can you guys relate?
Yeah, let me know.
I don't know if men watch, how many men do. I'm sure it's more women than men, but I know Heda watches all of our episodes.
Heda.
Thank you. He's a real one.
Yeah, that's great.
But girls, sometimes we just feel like crying. So we'll put on the saddest movie and you'll just
And sometimes I'm so sad. I don't even need anything. That's crazy.
I'm I need my trigger. Let me put on my movie.
Oh man.
You just need it. And then you feel great.
You're right. So, yeah. Or, when I miss my quarterly cry, it pops up, that's my release. I do release by crying.
Because you are releasing. Yeah. I remember, I don't know what it was, but I researched because I want to know the why to everything. And I was like a teenager and I was crying and crying. I'm like, why do we even cry? It's so stupid.
Why am I crying?
And there wasn't chat. So it was Google.
Oh no.
And Google was like, we cry because you have an overwhelming amount of hormones. Mm-hmm. So when you cry, you're releasing, the hormones are coming out, and that's why you feel better, because they're no longer in you. Yes. They're being released.
Yes. So that is the science.
So even when you sweat and stuff, and I was like, yeah. So you literally need to cry.
You literally need to
or
cry.
You can go sweat it out, but I don't work out. My son don't let me. So it's like, wow.
He doesn't let you get your sweat on.
No.
My grandma has always said that when we cry and the tears that we release, that it cleanses our soul. And that's the science behind that.
Yeah. That's probably another way to do the somatic therapy, right?
Oh, yeah,
type,
for sure.
like another way of releasing
Mhm.
the tension or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not experienced in somatic therapy, but I think it can be really helpful for people. Or like even the EMDR where you're doing like the bilateral stimulation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I believe in walking and talking. That's always really helpful for kids to process through heavy emotions.
Really?
And well, it's the bilateral still, you know, you're moving
Okay.
your legs, swinging your arms. It's
And
similar.
why is that? Because it's logic and emotion at the same time? Is that what
Yeah, yeah, you're alternating between both sides of your brain when you move those limbs. And so it helps you process the information and the feelings
Wow.
in a way that maybe you might not have had the space to do before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really deep.
Science.
Girl, the mind.
That's crazy.
The mind.
There's just so much. And that's also like, gracias a Dios that in our generation, there's so much information. And
So
it's like
much.
positive affirmation. Is that the word?
Yeah.
To seek help.
Yeah.
To be okay in that space.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was not something that our parents had.
Oh, certainly not.
At all.
No.
So that I'm glad that we're able to do that.
Yeah.
And I guess with that being said, it's like I wanted to talk about success and purpose and how you grew up and what, like, whatever comes to mind. Like, what does that mean to you? Like how I know we're going to interpret it way differently because we had a different childhood.
Right.
But like maybe a memory of where your family placed an emphasis on maybe career or success, a steady income, education path. What did that look like for you? What is success and purpose?
Since a very young age, I think my parents have wanted me to be ambitious, hardworking. All four of us, me and my brothers, we have instilled in us the values of hard work ethic, integrity, all of those things. As far as like success, I think success for us as a family, and I think we would all agree. I think it's more measured by moments instead of things.
Okay.
And so even though like we all have things, we have nice things, you know, thank God we have nice cars that run
Okay,
well.
like material.
We have nice material things, but it's more, I think success is more measured with like, are we happy with our lives?
Okay.
Are we happy with who we are? Are we happy with the choices that we're making? Like that. You know, do we honor God with our lives? Do we put emphasis on the right things? How, I don't know, kind of more like that. Because I don't see my family, or I don't see myself specifically. I won't speak for them. But me, like, I, the material things are nice, but I don't really care for them that much.
Okay.
You know, unless it has a sentimental value, like if you gave me something.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm very much that person that holds on to cards too.
Yeah.
I have every card that people have given me since
too.
my 15th birthday, all in a box.
Yeah.
And other little things that people have given me.
Like when somebody makes me something,
Oh, I love it.
I keep it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means something to me. You took time to make that for me.
You like were being creative, thinking about me, even if it's simple. It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't simple to you, but like quote unquote.
Like
simple.
one of my clients recently, she made me a little like origami dog, and it's cute because she has a foster care agency for her origami animals.
Aww.
And I thought that was like the sweetest thing ever. And that's how she's processing through her own trauma and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
And so she has all these rules and all these documents that she came up with. And so I was like excited. And we're leading up to this visit that we had with her this past week. And she has us signing papers and she's asking us questions. I had to draw out the layout of where I'm living and tell her, like, this is where I sleep. This is where they will sleep as well. Like, it was cute. So cute. It was so cute. And so for her, you know, I think about success a lot in light of my kids that I work with because it all looks different for each one of them. And I think it's very individualized. Yeah. For me, success, I guess, long story short, even though I already said the long story.
A different long story.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's going to be when I get to heaven.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all of this other stuff goes away. Every single thing is going to burn and die.
Yeah.
Literally.
Morbid.
I know. It's not
What
important.
are you?
It could burn and die today.
Yeah.
You know? Like anything. And so the only thing we take with us to heaven is our character. And so success, I think we need to think,
Eternally.
oh my gosh, words are hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out what's in here.
Did you know your brain is stopping you because it's scared of like being judged or something?
Oh, wow.
I learned, I don't remember when, but when you're like, it's right there at the tip of my tongue, your brain is like, no, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. That's scary. What? I'm going to say it anyways, brain. I think success for me is measured more on like eternal things.
That's good.
The impact that I have on, like, I was thinking about that. Like, what's my legacy? If I died today, what would people say about Erika? What would I want them to say about Erika?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know what y'all are going to say. I'm going to be sleeping, hopefully in the Lord, right?
Yeah.
And repented and ready for Jesus. But I want people to think of me and think of like, she made me laugh. She made me feel good. I was able to trust her. I was able to love her and feel loved by her. Like, I want them to think good things about me. And not because it matters what people think, but because we remember the way people made us feel. Yeah. And we not what they said. Right. You don't remember words they said. You don't remember, whatever fights you might have had. You remember the way they made you feel.
Yeah.
And I want people to remember me, but because I made them feel a certain way. Good, yeah. That's good. Yeah. Or at least, helped them whenever they needed something.
Yeah. No, that's good. I don't know.
What about you?
I think, I hate to sound like the Debbie Downer, but this is my truth and this is my reality. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, so at a very young age, I can't remember the age, but I grew up in a very like chaotic, unstable, unsafe home. Mm-hmm. And so I needed something that was steady. I needed stability. And my mom, I'm very grateful to her, forever grateful to her, that she showed me who God was. Yeah. My mom, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, just my parents, out of my parents, only my mom. Only my mom is the one that took us to church. Yeah. My dad never cared. And he's like one of those, like, that is Catholic, but he never goes to church. No más persina when he passes the church type thing. Yeah. He doesn't even go for like Easter or Christmas. He's just like, yeah, I was.
He's like, well, I didn't go the rest of the year, so.
Now he's probably like, no. But growing up, he would say he's Catholic, but not anymore. Yeah. And my mom was very firm on being
consistent. Yeah, yes. She was consistent.
And I remember like, even she didn't have a car, we would go on a taxi, even though it was Sabbath and we'd have to pay.
She was dedicated.
But we were going to go to church. And she was going with her 3 little girls. And I'm like, it's hard. It's like heartbreaking to go by yourself. Yeah. And with your kids. Wow. And then so I give her a lot of props for that because that's hard. Oh, like for sure. It's I voy sola, maybe she didn't think like that. I don't know. But she did her part. Y instruye al niño en su camino.
Dios le ayudó.
And now I mean, my sisters took their own journey, but and I can't speak for them. I am glad my mom showed me who the Lord is. Yeah. Because I am who I am today because of him. Oh, because 100%. Despite what happened to me in my life, he has always been a constant. Yes. So I say that to say that I, as a very young age, I was like, God, you are my dad. Mm-hmm. You are my father. So I would write to God in my little journals. Yeah. And I would have, I had my journal, but then I'd have another separate piece of paper that was like my prayer. Yeah. I'd put, Dear Lord, and then I'd write him a little letter. I'd leave it out for him to read because he needed to read it at night when I was asleep.
Oh my gosh, that's so
sweet. And then
sweet.
in the morning, I would put it away. Yeah. And that was like my letter to him. And my parents, I don't feel like I ever had, I feel like I get everything from my Father God. Yeah. And he's the one that like always told me, keep going, keep pushing, don't give up. Because my parents never really instilled, I don't feel like they instilled that in me. And I don't want to sound like ungrateful or like like that kid that it's like your parents do everything for you and you're just being ungrateful.
Mm.
But maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel, that they didn't really do that. Even when I wanted to go to college after I graduated high school, my mom was like, why? Just go to work. And that hurt me so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, why wouldn't you want me to like be successful?
Right.
And even though you don't want it to affect you, it did.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I didn't give it that much of importance. So I didn't keep, I did medical assistant instead of a nurse, but I wanted to be a nurse. If my parent, because I was still young, and it's like, okay, you have your own, because it's not all her fault, because I could have made a decision. But at the same time, I was a little kid, I was 18. And I was still like, I feel like if she would have said, oh my gosh, yes, I would have just done nursing, like maybe not. Because I've always had a drive, and I don't know, I feel like that like made me desanimó poquito.
Yeah.
Like, no, let me just do something smaller.
Right.
Because that's too big. I can't attain it. Because my parents never went big because I think they were afraid to not attain it.
Yeah.
And then they just fall.
Yeah.
And I've never been afraid of that, but I feel like I held myself back because of that mindset.
That makes sense.
So I think God was always like, it's okay, you can do it, I'm with you. And so I never had that encouragement of like, oh, you can be a professional, this and that. But I always wanted something more. Like, I was like, I'm not going to live like this. Like, there's no way. And so God has always been like steady and just kind of holding my hand through it and like picking me up, and it's okay, you'll be fine. And he's opened doors for me that I was just like, really? Okay, let me just walk through then.
Yeah.
Are you sure? And he's like, come on.
He's on mijita, just go.
So I'm like looking here on the side to what I was telling Erika, success, steady income. I guess, again, those are all just things that I feel like the Lord put in my heart.
Yeah.
And like he put in my heart like a conviction to want more, but not in like a vanidosa way.
Right.
But in a way of like, I'm going to fulfill, like, I'm going to try to reach for the stars.
You have a big purpose.
I'm not here. Because I feel like that's where my parents always just like, just come to the States, just keep your head down, just do what you have to do to survive. Yeah. But not achieve more.
Maybe they didn't understand how the world worked.
Something. And I think like that's how they grew up.
Son del rancho.
And yeah. And
so coming from the ranch to a city,
that's a
big transition in and of itself, whether it's, and then on top of that, another country.
And the language
technology barriers, and, cultural barriers, all the barriers.
all the barriers.
All barriers.
So wow. God, I feel like I give everything to God, and I'm so grateful he gave me my mom in this life to like lead me to him, because without God, I don't know how I would be able to function. And even now I'm like, I have my moments. Yeah. And I'm like, how would I, Daily, been able to do this without you?
Literally, how do people do it without him?
I don't know. So I'm grateful to the Lord that he's my dad. And I know we say like father, but I don't have that like, I did this with my dad and daddy's girl. I don't know what that means. I'm like that with God. And I always tell Jose, I'm like, I know the Lord loves me because he blesses you with things because I know they're for me. Yeah. I'm like, the Lord blesses you with things because I need those things. I need you to make more money. For sure. I need you to because I need those. And God loves me and spoils me so much. Yep. He blesses you so that I am blessed.
So you can receive the blessing too.
And that's how I have like a relationship with the dad.
That's right.
That makes sense. And yeah.
So. I love your relationship with God because I think I knew the journaling thing. Like I knew that. You told me that some time ago. And to me, that's just the most tender thing. Like that's so beautiful. And the like innocent mind of a child. Yeah. And a young person who's going through life, which is really hard. You know, you did have a difficult upbringing. I mean, there's no other way around it. But the way that God carried you through it is truly amazing. Yeah. And I think that he just put that on you. Like, you know what? You might look back on this one day and you might want to remember some things. Yeah. And remember how far
now that I'm learning about therapy and all that. And what you just said, it's like, wait, God already knows that. So he's like, I need you to do this. Yeah. I need you to do this to help you go through this time because
that's amazing.
This is what you need.
Yeah.
God is good.
And the fact that you did it, the obedience piece.
And I didn't even
To you, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But now in hindsight,
It was, yeah.
You were being obedient to what God was asking you to do.
Yeah, I didn't think about that like that. But how Eric always says, it's been nice, it's been real, but it hasn't been real nice. Or
Dang, using my line on me. It's been nice. It's been real nice.
But we have so much
That's
more that
funny.
we could talk about. I'm just like,
we could be here for hours. Yes.
We probably could do like another hour and finish up just that.
Yeah,
but
literally.
I definitely need to have you come on again.
Yeah, I would love to,
because we have a lot that we could go through.
For sure.
But thank you for coming on. This is really fun.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for
maybe next time it could be the three of us.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. Please leave your comments down below. Anything that you thought of during the session.
Yeah, if you have any questions. Dang, I know. It felt like one.
It did, huh?
We're just going back and forth.
We have like such different conversations. And I'm sure, and then her and Yvonne have different conversations.
Oh, dang, that ADHD brain is strong.
I wonder what it feels like, because from the outside in, when I rewatch it, like you, me, and Yvonne, I wonder if I'm gonna like notice. It's
gonna be funny,
like chaotic. Yeah. But man. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much.
Please comment down below if you like relate to any of it at all. I know most of you know us or know just her or know just me. Yeah. So thank you for being a part of this journey with us. And don't forget, let's leap together.